Hi guys, it's Miss Marzullo, and it's the time of year where you all can begin to see the light at the end of the middle school tunnel. So instead of us talking to you about Pope High School, we thought we'd bring in some teachers and some students who 1 year ago were sitting in the same seat that you are now. No, seriously, that's their gum under the desk. So, class of 22, let's hear from you.
I'm Roger Prill. I teach AP Human Geography here at Pope High School. I would definitely recommend, if you are seeking a global perspective in life, that AP Human Geography is the course that you really want to take. This is not your typical geography class. You're not taking the same geography that you took back in middle school. It's not around the world in 180 days. It's a very thematic approach to see how the world sort of functions. We look at population issues. We look at urban geography. Why is the city of Atlanta arranged the way that it is? How do migration patterns work and why? There's a science really behind everything that we do and everything that exists. So thoroughly encourage you to take the course. It is an AP class, so there's college credit possibly involved as well. And what a great way to get your high school career started with the possibility of college credit coming to you as well. Ultimately, I believe that AP Human Geography is your playbook going into the rest of the 21st century, and therefore one of the most important classes that you'll take at Pope.
Hi, I'm Jolie. Here's a fact. In order to survive in this world, you need to know about the things inhabiting it and shaping it, the people. In this class, you'll witness amazing things, read about awful realities, cry with all too common refugees, and learn about why your view of the world is not the whole truth. All this comes with hard work and dedication, but let me assure you, every note, podcast, and lecture is worth it. We are the next generation, and we need to know about the world being handed to us. So join me in AP Human Geography and see your world for the very first time.
My name is Sophie Penson, and I want to encourage you to take AP Human Geography. AP Human Geography, or simply AP Human, is an insightful class that may sound intimidating to take as a freshman, but the thorough view of the world that you will gain is worth it. Via studies of population, culture, politics, and a little bit of history, you will learn all about the world around you and many things that you never would have thought about before. Don't let the AP and the title scare you. AP Human Geography is worth a little bit of extra studying because of the insight that you will gain. I encourage you to take AP Human and enjoy the class.
Hi, I'm Roger Prill. I teach Honors World Geography here at Pope High School. This class is definitely a great way to get your high school career started, really gaining a global perspective on a lot of the major issues that we're facing in the early 21st century. It's a new and improved Honors Geography course. It's no longer the regional approach where we go around the world in 180 days, but we look at themes. We look at issues regarding population. We look at issues regarding culture, issues regarding agriculture. Why do we eat the food that we eat in the regions of the world that we do? Basically, this is a class that gives meaning to the world that's around you, and I highly recommend that. That's a good way to start your high school career here at Pope.
Hi, I'm David Ripley, and I'm from Honors World Geography, and I really recommend this class that you guys should take. At first, I was very hesitant of taking this class because I'm not really good with maps or vocab or any of that spelling stuff. However, as I took the class, I started learning things that I wouldn't think I would learn from the class. I started learning how geography affects many different factors, like how landscapes can change how people grow up and religion and all that stuff. And it's just very valuable, this knowledge, and it can be used in many different aspects of your future careers. So I would recommend World Geography.
Hi guys, I'm Riley Dixon. I think you guys should all take honors geography because it's a really easy way to get that extra 0.5 credit. It's really fun. You get to do group projects, talk with your friends, watch movies, and the tests are quite easy to study for. We always get some type of review for them, so don't worry about that. And yeah, it's a really cool course to take. I personally enjoy it a lot. It's my first period. It's a great way to start my day. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Green, and I teach 9th grade honors here at Pope High School. I wanted to talk to you today about the class that you will be taking next year with me, hopefully. I wanted to give you a couple of pieces of advice and insight about the course, and that is in the literature classes that we have for honors. One of my favorite things is when my students come up to high school is to get them prepared with, in an honors class, a bit more advanced material than which we are able to have a great number of class discussions. And what my favorite part is allowing the students to have their own voices and for me to just sit back and to listen to them. It always amazes me when I glance and see the insights of these students, of you, who are going to be wonderful adults. I see that shining future for you. Another thing that I really enjoy and have been told by some of my students that they enjoy too is I really try to bring creativity into the classroom and a lot of interaction between students, because it's in that space of interacting together in which you're able to share and to be able to learn from and to teach one another in these different genres of literature that we'll be studying. You will also get an opportunity to read books that you choose, as well as some of the titles that I will choose for our class to be together. So I hope that you will take that plunge. Know that you can do this. It is not as scary as it may seem. So don't be afraid to take that plunge. I'm here to help you through that and for us all to be successful together.
I'm Eli, and I'm really happy that I've chosen to take honors literature as a freshman because it's a class where you really get to go into depth on what you're learning and be creative and think about it and not just read it out of a textbook, but you get to talk about what you're learning and apply it. So it's a class where it's really cool because you get to, use what you've learned from the minute you walk in the door to your life outside of just class.
My name is Sophie Penson, and I want to tell you about Honors Ninth Literature, or simply Honors Lit. It is what I would call an enlightening and thought-provoking course. In class, we have read 3 novels from different time periods and many short stories from tearjerkers to thrillers. This class has made me think about topics in new lights that I have never thought about before. Ordinary topics that I wouldn't have given a second thought, I've gone in depth based on the stories we've read, which has also been reflected in my writing. The honors title is not something that should scare you. It simply means that it is more advanced content to comprehend. The amount of work is not excessive, and you can succeed in Honors Lit. It is a generally worthwhile class that you should definitely take. I've enjoyed it so much, and I know you will too. Take Honors Lit.
Hey, I am Miss Ransom, and I'm one of the honors biology teachers here at Pope High School. And I have 3 words for you for honors biology. I know you're making an important decision whether or not you want to take this class or if you want to take on-level biology class. And my 3 words are going to be, it is interesting, number 1, it is challenging, number 2, and it is fun, number 3, which is probably the most important. This is the class for you if you really like doing biology. We do a lot of things in class where we collaborate with each other and we learn some really cool scientific principles, how our cells work, how DNA works, how does a plant know to grow towards the light. And we get to actually do all of those things in a very hands-on fashion, which makes it a very unique class. And so if you have any interest at all in living things and how they work, and you like a challenge and you feel like you can rise to that challenge, I hope to see you in Honors Biology.
Hi, I'm Saja, and you're probably asking yourself, why should I take Honors Biology next year? Well, 1, it's a very exciting class where we do fun food labs and mix solutions so they can possibly explode. 2, it might be a slightly challenging class, but it's come with its perks. We work with our classmates almost every day, so you'll definitely make some new friends. And 3, the teachers are fantastic. My brilliant teacher, Miss Franson, makes me smile every day. She or Miss Cotton will guarantee you a great time in Honors Biology. So please, as a former Hightower student, take Honors Biology. You won't regret it.
Honors Bio is a pretty cool class. It's a pretty light, interesting class that has the added bonus of an extra half point on your GPA. Biology will help you understand many of the processes that keep living things alive. Another positive of this class is that there is very little outside work required. In fact, homework is nearly unheard of aside from routine studying. I promise you, you will not have anywhere near as much homework in Honors Bio than you do in 8th grade. On top of this, busy work is non-existent. Everything we do in this class relates to the unit and class as a whole, and nothing you ever do will be wasted. This class is also not filled with surprises. You will never have a test or quiz without having ample time to review and ask questions. Another thing you'll like about this class is that the labs are actually interesting. For example, one of the labs we do is testing for macromolecules in food that we bring in from home. The lab lets you determine if there are carbohydrates, glucose, and lipids in the foods you eat every day. Another lab is about how tablets intended for people with lactose intolerance work and how they digest the lactose in milk. In addition to these labs, we spend time doing cool things like determining how much oxygen plants produce and growing and pollinating plants to test for genetic differences in their offspring. We look at microscopic organisms and bacteria that live in the creek right beside Pope. Honors Bio is a very informative class that lets you learn a lot and do fascinating experiments. I definitely recommend that you take Honors Bio.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Kitchens, and I'm the teacher of the Accelerated Algebra 1 Geometry A class here at Pope. It's my favorite class to teach here, as I love working with freshmen. We start the year out by looking over some 8th grade concepts and building on those. And then we move on to some new topics that you've never learned before, such as quadratics and exponentials. It is really a fun class, and we do a lot of really cool activities. I will actually even show you how to use this really cool graphing calculator. You can even use this in some of your classes here at Pope as well as in college. If you're worried about the course load, don't be. I promise I will be your biggest cheerleader and help and support you throughout this course. I'm always available before school or after school, and if those times don't work, we'll find a time that's convenient for both of us. This is really a great class to start your math career here at Pope, and I look forward to seeing you next school year.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and I'm taking Accelerated Algebra 1 and Geometry A. I like this class because although the class is definitely faster than last year's math class, I feel challenged and I'm successful at the same time. Mrs. Kitchens is always available for extra help, and she provides us with really helpful resources like unit packets that include all your notes and assignments for the unit and review pages for us before a test. Don't be intimidated by the fact that this is an accelerated class, because as long as you pay attention, keep up with the work, and ask questions, you'll do great.
Hi, my name is Jude. I'm a freshman here at Pope High School. I'm in the accelerated math program here, and here's why you should join it as well. First of all, don't be worried. Although you do move faster in this class, you will be fine as long as you keep up with your work and ask questions if you need help. That's why the teachers are here. I personally like the class for its smooth pace. The faster movement of the class really helps me stay interested in the subject that we're learning. If you're thinking about taking this class, try it. If you keep up with your work and ask questions, I think this class would be perfect for you.
So what do you think? Excited for high school? Excited to take some challenging classes and get the benefits from them? I hope so. Now, spit out your gum, get back to work. Bye, guys.